Hey guys, it's your boy Malik on Fleet 3.0. We're rocking with the London Black Knights. We're 7-1. We're going against the New York Jets, who's also 7-1.
I'm here to remind you where you come from. On this peaceful street is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I defend you. Both of our five fin you.
We've been doing good this season, The defense is number one. We've been having some trouble lately, but this offense is starting to pick up. We started this new rookie QB. His last name is Friends, because Rodgers wasn't helping us at all. Like, his throwing game was hot garbage. Friends came into the game and had over 100 yards passing, and he started in like the third quarter, second quarter, I think it was.
Could it be an early Super Bowl preview? Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, the two teams with home field advantage if the season were to end today. Coming up, we'll see our visitors as they get set to square off against our home team. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they'll put up with those and continue to move forward.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play there, second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Underneath, this is Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
All right, let's go defense.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now, looking now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in a passing game, it should open up his run.
Oh, come on.
This is Olsen, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 8 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL.
Oh, God, my ankle's going off.
Avoiding the tackle, Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football.
He fumbled outside. Come on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. He drops it off of Bernard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Oh, come on. Come on, defense.
First catch, it's a first down as well.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you, it's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here, and they're on the move as they face a second down here.
All right, just 2 more shots. Just tie them to a field goal. Or make them turn over the ball.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
Come on, come on! Dang it. Oh, so close to the QE. Just a couple more seconds.
He's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now a toss play.
Get there.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it now. Out of
Good
the
defense, good defense, good stop.
That one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's go. Good stop.
To shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Crosby puts it through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Second quarter, 1 minute and 11 seconds, and we just got the ball.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got room.
He's gone.
And off he goes. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
What are
there.
you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This one taken from the 7. Yet a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. It's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know It's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun. Gone.
Oh, good defense.
Incomplete.
Good defense.
Diggs there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle is going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard gain. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Oh, come on.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right.
No! Oh, come on, friends.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Aaron Rodgers carving them up with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense to break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them.
Oh.
You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball
The
game.
adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They go play action here on first down.
Dang it! Wide open.
Watches, down he goes.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. A good pickup there at 22.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first down, he'll drop the throw. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Oh, come on, AB. Why are you getting injured?
35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Oh, whoa.
To the 23-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases that they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And he's out for the rest of the game.
What?
Over a freaking finger.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack.
Come on, block for me. If you can just block for me.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The New York set to take the field.
Come on, defense, just hold him down.
You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something out there. We have to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw on second down is gone. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they turn the quarterback in his helmet. Hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. It's 2nd and 10. Goff again. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Goff on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
This guy keep him from scoring, and
actually, there's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he's going to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now it's gone.
Oh! No!
The ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be
That would have been so great if I caught that.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
That's what I thought.
But there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
And he missed.
I don't think this will even help. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara dodges him at the 50, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away.
Dang it!
His throw incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And
what the heck?
Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 40, 20, 10.
Yo, that makes no sense, first of all. I do that so he wouldn't catch it. You know, I think I might have to take Prince out for the rest of the season. He only had one good game. Plus, he keeps overthrowing my receivers, so he has to go.
It cost him. We could have a great finish.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was the only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to the penny, can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Right.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. On third down, here's Kamara. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right.
He caught. Oh, I was about to say he caught that.
The clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, third down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors,
all right,
they're setting themselves up as a major
3.0
contender.
out.
They moved to 8-1
Like and subscribe.
now on the year.